This is what I don't hear anybody talking about with this Young Republicans organization chat that got released, showing that they're like pro-slavery level racists and, mustache man from Germany lovers. Up until now, Democrats, we've been gaslit, we've been corrected, we've been forced to couch how we describe today's Republican Party by saying things like racists and Yahtzees are attracted to the Republican Party, but you can't paint the Republican Party as a whole that way, right? We've been forced to couch it that way. Well, the young Republicans are the Republican Party. They are the Republican Party. They ran so many grassroots campaigns of Republican House and Senate races. These folks, mostly men, went on to win. They did the same to help Donald Trump get elected. They single-handedly have run the most aggressive new voter registration campaign in every state the last few years to have their numbers exceed Democratic registrations. They are the party. This is not a one-off. Like, the Proud Boys are attracted to the Republican Party, but you can't blame the whole Republican Party. The young Republicans are the party. Yeah.
They certainly are at least the future of the Republican Party, right? I think the Republican Party right now is Donald Trump. And what you saw in that text message release is Trumpism. The worst has been able to rise to the top, and this has been going on since Ronald Reagan. Prior to Ronald Reagan, Republicans and Democrats had differences, but the really hardcore wedge issues came on, I believe, at the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, when Ronald Reagan figured out that the religious right in this country can be utilized as a voting bloc. And ever since then, issues like abortion and gay marriage and things like that have been taking center stage. Republicans didn't used to give a shit about that. Republicans used to want their guns and no taxes. Then they started caring about abortion and gay rights and things of that nature. And it has progressively gotten worse. From Reagan, the Reagan era, to the W era into MAGA, where Democratic opposition has watched Republicans move from a little far right to really far right to full-blown fascist. There's no mistaking that this is what the Republican Party is right now. And those people caught on that chat thread, they are just expressing in a chat thread what is prevalent the most within the Republican Party now. Are there Republicans that don't believe in this shit? Yeah, but I don't think they're Republicans anymore. Those people are now independent. They might even still be card-carrying Republican members. But that's not a Republican anymore. None of them could run for office in their communities and get elected with a moderately right point of view. Not anymore. This is what you saw in those text message threads. That is the Republican Party now.